beacon of young people across America, and especially those young people fleeing out of Manhattan to Brooklyn. Why? Because we're hip and chic. And if you don't believe me, you would expect me to say that. But GQ magazine
in October
said, GQ magazine called Brooklyn the coolest city on the planet. So that's not me. That's GQ magazine, and I couldn't agree more with it.
But of course.
So it's very exciting. From the hipsters in Williamsburg, the art community in Fort Greene, and the beautiful mix of ethnic groups that bring their energy. Our Mexican-American community that's thriving, our Chinese community that's building up unbelievable, and certainly to our Caribbean-American community that continue to make contributions. Just to name a few of the ethnic groups that have really brought a vitality and a new energy to the borough. And the art community, that's the most, I think if I had to say what really spurred on the borough, I would say the creative community that increasingly have made Brooklyn their home, because they generate excitement and fashion trends, and they bring their own type of worldview into Brooklyn. And just to see, you have to walk down Bedford Avenue in Williamsburg. Now you're younger than I am.
Yes.
But I can assure you that when we walk down, believe me, they look at us. We don't look at them. That's the best way to put it. I can't put it any other way except they look at us. So anyway, it's very exciting for the future of Brooklyn. Very exciting.
Peak performance. What keeps you at peak performance?
The absolute desire to make a difference. And I have a year and 4 months left as Brooklyn Borough President, and I'm hoping that it'll be the best year and 4 months that I have. My next 16 months, I hope, will be the best that I've had my whole career, and I want to try to do as much as I can for Brooklyn. And I think the high point is Brooklyn being back on the national sports stage. When I was a boy, we had the best baseball team in America, the Brooklyn Dodgers, and sadly they really reflected what Brooklyn was like, because they left us in '57, and lots of other folks left us in the late '50s and accelerated through the '60s and '70s, early '80s and mid '80s and late '80s. But now, starting in a few short weeks, as we prepare this interview now, they'll take the court November the 1st against the Manhattan Knicks, as I've renamed the Knicks team, Manhattan Knicks.
Okay.
And they will be our instant enemy. They will be what the Yankees were to me in the 40s and 50s. This team, the Manhattan Knicks, on the other side of our bridge, in the outer borough of Manhattan, they will be our enemy. And it'll be very exciting. The young kids are very fortunate, blessed, that they'll have a team to root for again, just like when I was a boy. Besides having a beautiful arena, with all the top stars in the world, they already booked, besides Jay-Z, doing 8 shows. Besides him, everyone from Justin Bieber to Barbra Streisand and even Lady Gaga.
Oh my.
So that's not my favorite one, that's for sure. That's one that I'm certainly not going to be going to. But the excitement, we never had this. You didn't have it when you lived here, and I have not had this excitement in terms of all these great events since the mid-1950s that I remember, because we used to have 2 theaters, rock and roll theaters, among the most prominent in America, the Brooklyn Fox and the Brooklyn Paramount.
Right.
And all of the top rock and roll entertainers of the 50s performed in Brooklyn. But sadly, that all ended in the early 60s.